Good evening and welcome back to Matt Rogers, Skies Investigations. What we're going to do on this video, we're going to now show you more images that have come through right across our world, showing you what they're doing up in the heavens. They are covering up the truth. So now please have a safe evening and watch this video. Take care. Okay, this is the first image that's come in from Donna Bish from Ohio. As we investigate, can see again to the northeast skies there's a beam of light. There is 2 to 3 beams showing that there's another light source out there in our inner solar system that's showing itself. It's reflecting. It does this. We see images from different videos of this beam of light as the Earth is rotating on its orbit. Other places are going to see normal skies, when indeed other places will catch the system, will catch those light reflections coming through. So thank you for this fantastic image. Here is another outstanding, fantastic image coming in from Kevin McCoy from the USA. Look to the left-hand side. That is indeed not our sun. That is a reflector. Just around the outer area of the reflector, again we are seeing this other colour that's beaming through from other heavenly bodies. 2 colours. The skies indeed for the 11 AM sky is dark. It's too dark with the cloud system that is showing a dark shadow across them. Just another fantastic piece of evidence to show the community what is happening. Our sun is not the golden sun anymore that we saw in the past. On this next photo, there's evidence that things become much lighter up there in the heavens. He states in his email things did brighten up from a darkness. Look at that pink haze that's still showing up there. That strange cloud formation to the right hand side does not move. It stays there. Again, what they do is they use HAARP. They control the cloud systems now just to cover up this huge event that we will see in our foreseeable future. Look at the pink haze around the area of the reflector as we continue to investigate the truth. Okay, we have another very interesting picture from another Kevin from our community from Colorado. Now, look at this image very carefully. What you see there is supposed to be of a chem plane spraying aluminium. But look on the area of the mountains. Just below the mountains there will be flat land. But what doesn't make sense is this chemtrail is coming from nowhere. It's coming from the land straight up to the skies. Just looks very surreal, doesn't it? What is going on? Are they chem planes? Are they using other devices? Drones? Other technology to fool the public? Because indeed this does look strange as it's going right up to the skies, directly from below. Here is Kevin's next attachment that's just come in moments ago from Colorado. Yes, we do see a lens flare to the 1 o'clock position, but look again, the halo and these strange formations, dark skies being covered up. Down here we've got some strange lines. This indeed is a huge cover-up still happening to this moment in this year of 2018. Here we have another up-to-date image coming from Dom. Now Dom is another member of our community working very hard. He is watching this every day and he's watching it very closely, just like all of you in our community, noticing many chem planes spraying very hard. Other strange formations that cause chemtrails. And as you see on this screen, it is a cover-up using technology. HAARP is on full power. Now behind that HAARP formation of chems is the simulator, the reflector, the switch. They make this switch and then afterwards you will see the white sun. This fluorescent light source again that just beams dim darkness to the ground. It is artificial, and they will carry on with this artificial light technology to fool us until the very end. So thank you again, Don, for this fine, fantastic image. We have a new attachment that's just been brought in moments ago from Lee. Now, Lee is explaining with his skies. He is seeing the strange colours, that pink reflection that's down below on the horizon. Above, you've got that plasma, this white reflector again. Now, the reason why we know that that is the reflector and that is not our sun is above. You can see the blue dimness of the skies. Please observe the blue skies, because what it should be doing is brightening up a lot brighter on the screen of the natural skies that we saw in the 1990s. Broken parts of chem formations. These are not natural clouds. This pink haze is still around, and it's around us, around our horizon to this very hour, this very moment. Those reflections on the horizons are beaming through from other objects. Wormwood. Now, we all know that there is something that is going on in our skies. We also know as well that our sun is missing. We do not see our natural sun much anymore. If you take notice of the horizons and the sundown, the sunrise is very red. Now, something else is with our sun. Many chemtrails are still being hammered to cross over the areas that we see of the sunrise, the sundown. To the new listeners, please observe the times of the sundown and sunrise. We have two more fantastic images that have come in from Annie P. Look at the horizons. Now, here in the UK, to the UK viewers, as well as all the viewers across the world, USA, Africa, you name it, many viewers across the world, as far as Brazil, Texas, Mexico, I mean the list goes on. Hundreds and hundreds of countries, widespread, watching the footage, and other fantastic channels as well. Look at that pink haze. Remember the skies from the past years. Look at this white reflector that's beaming through. Everything on the screen again is chemtrails, these black lines in the skies. Now, this image was taken around 10 a.m. Now, look on the land. Everything on the land that you see is too dark. Now, remember the land from many years back. It was very, very light. It was a beautiful day. Look at the skies now. They are absolutely changed. Damning evidence showing that they are covering up this system. Now, let me move to the next photograph that this kind person sent in. Okay, this one as well was before the sunrise. Can you see how they're starting to chemtrail very heavily the area that we see of the area of the sunrise? Strange cloud formations as well, with these other colours. A dark mist of chemtrails, poison, that is widespread across our atmosphere. This poison is stripping our atmosphere as well. So as they think they're doing good to keep the banking system going, to keep us going in and out of work, paying our taxes, paying our mortgages, paying money into our savings accounts for the future of our children. And when this event occurs, all that money will disappear. You will go to the cash point machine. You will go to take your monies out, and it will be 0000. You'll wonder what's going on. And then after a while, things will definitely change. Thinking out the box is very important. Looking after your family members is highly important. The news media, the governments around the world are pulling the wool over our eyes, and they're doing it right above us towards the heavens. Okay, like I say before as well, that we've got to respect every single person in our community showing the images that are up to date right now. Now, this kind person is from Wellingborough in Hampshire. Now, Lisa has caught the shape of the reflector. We do see a lens flare, it's quite normal. But look at the shape of this in the area. It's far too of many lines. Now, this is a genuine photograph from a genuine person that's taken these photographs. Look at the dim colour across on the rooftops and on the cars. For the morning sunrise, it is completely different. Temperatures here in the UK have dropped considerably. Then what they do is they chemtrail very hard across the area of this reflector, and then the temperatures start to rise only by slightly. This has been going on for quite some time. And I believe again, are they trying to prevent themselves for the coming pole shift? They're biding their time. I'm getting lots of emails as well from across the world explaining that the temperatures are dropping considerably, and I mean very, very low. So again, what you're seeing on the screen is a lot of chemtrails, a lot of spraying. For these past couple of weeks, it's been very, very heavy over here in the UK. Most areas as well, with reports, they are being hammered very hard with all this that you see in the skies. Here we have more attachments that just come in recently from Christopher, from Peterborough. Now, this kind person is showing this strange formation of the sun, many chemtrails as well, and we are still seeing that pink reflection that's on the outer area that we can see of this simulator. Yes, there's a lens flare to the left hand side. It's a common thing to see when we see the genuine photos that are coming in by people that are very, very worried about what is happening. They can see the big changes. Look at this square shape sun. It is not the sun that we saw from the past. Many chemtrails, many chemicals as well. Let me move now to Christopher's next photo. Okay, what we're seeing on this next photograph is all chemtrails, all a smoke screen. Like I said before, this is what they do. They want to put a smoke screen up there in the heavens to stop you from seeing the truth. Now, when we do see these strange formations, the temperatures are dropping, okay? When the temperatures seem to start to drop, they raced over to the area with those chem planes spraying very hard over the area that we see of the sun. Yes, again, we're seeing a lens flare. Let's forget about this. What we're seeing is a chem plane. We're seeing a haze. We're seeing all these formations. This red reflection is actually there. You can clearly see it yourself with your eyes. And again, when the sun area is rising, you will see this red haze in the skies. There is a heavenly body that is between us and the sun, and it's causing this temperature to drop. Now, when the sun is being eclipsed, especially by a huge celestial body that doesn't move like the normal heavenly objects that we see up in the heavens, it stays. It's on an elliptical orbit. It doesn't move the same way. And it's been there for many long years. And it's causing problems to our weather patterns. Now, we're heading into March of 2018. Things should be starting to warm up. The only thing that's causing us to warm up right now is chemtrails that are covering the area that we see of the sun. Now, you will see the temperatures rise. Please be observant with this. If you're in your motor car and you've got a thermometer reading on your dashboard, and in the morning you feel that coldness, that temperature that drops, look at the thermometer. You'll see it drop. It go below zero. And when you start to see the chem planes spraying, you will start to see the temperature rise. Now, I've been observing this for a good number of months now, and the temperature seems to be dropping even more. Now, again, April will do this. It will do this in April as well. So we've got to be vigilant and observant to everything, all our surroundings. This is another kill shot image that's come in again by Christopher from Peterborough. Can you see again that blatant chemtrail? Now, what is so important with this photograph is that purple haze that's with the reflector. That reflector again is hiding the sun that's dimming. The reason why the sun is dimming is because it's eclipsed. It's been eclipsed by other objects. That red haze again is coming from something else. The pink haze again is reflecting from behind on them lowered chemtrails. Our skies in the future will become red. I see people today walking round just not noticing those skies that have changed, not noticing that there's many chemtrails spraying right above their heads. So again, thank you for these fantastic photographs. Here is Christopher's last image showing you these strange formations in the skies. Indeed, these are chemtrails. These are poisonous to us, to wildlife, and also to our Earth, our atmosphere again. Now, we've got to ask ourselves a question as well, that these chemtrails that we see on the screen to these days now have got much more intense. The build-up continues. Remember the 2014 skies? It wasn't as bad as this. We've got another kind member in our community called Patricia Witham. And Patricia is up looking at the heavens all the time, watching the videos, sending comments through, and indeed she knows this is a big problem that's occurring with our sun. Many people also reporting that their solar panels are not working anymore. They're only getting 10 to 15 minutes of energy and it's gone, it's finished. They're blocking out the area of the light source of the natural sun. Solar panels will not work properly with a reflector in the skies, a sun simulator. So all them people that bought those solar panels back in the early 90s spent thousands of pounds to get all that sorted. And they did indeed have about up to half an hour of reading time, good quality reading time, reading a book, running a bath, using a few appliances, a few light bulbs that did work. It worked good, it saved money. And the government are going around saying about saving money for energy. It's absolutely ridiculous. Because it's a losing battle. We had these devices like you see on the roof on this house. We had everything that was working normally. But now we are struggling. And the government know we are struggling. So thank you again, Patricia, for this fantastic photo. As we investigate the next photograph from Patricia, you can clearly see again chem lines in the skies. X marks the spot. To the right hand side, you've got that colour source not from our sun, but indeed from the reflector. These HAARP formations that you see on the screen to the right side move across the sky very, very strangely, like they are being controlled. Towers all across the world are working very hard with the HAARP system to control all cloud systems to move in front of the area that we see of the sun to hide the truth. It's as simply as that. Here we have a diagram of the sun and Nemesis. The sun's companion star is a real star. Now, when we see the dimness of the sun during certain times of the day, from the morning to the afternoon, we see a dip of the darkness. We see a darkness, don't we? A shadow. The sun turns to become like white as they use again that simulator to hide the truth. We do see also red reflections through our skies. Other colours beaming through from the sun. Now, what happens is, because we've got the binary companion that's moving closely in front of the sun, that's causing it to dim and darken, the colours from Nemesis are cutting through. The radiation from Nemesis is pouring through. It's causing a problem. This indeed is why they are chemtrailing our skies, to block out the radiation from the binary companion. Now, please again, just to observe the skies. You will see this carry on with these chemtrails, you will see this reflect of the colour, and you will see that the skies become very, very dark. Here is a short animation of what happens when we have the companion star with our sun, causing this darkness through the afternoon. Them objects are causing our sun to become darker, and the evidence will show in our skies in our future. We have other attachments that have come in from Karen from the UK. Remember the skies, because look on the land. The land is a beautiful thing to see. Trees, farmery, flowers. I mean, it's beauty of the earth. But then when you look at the skies, it doesn't match. We used to see the blue sky with normal cloud systems, but again what you're seeing is chemtrails. Now, like I just said about the binary star, they are covering the skies to stop the radiation from leaking through, to stop you from seeing any heavenly body that's out there in our inner solar system. And it's hurting everybody. It's harming humanity. Let me now move to the next attachment that was brought in by this kind member of our community. Okay, now just outside Karen's house, she's taken the first photographs. She was actually shocked because, again, she was hoping to see a beautiful day. But indeed, that time in the morning, it is a reflector and many chemtrails. A pink colour that's beaming through as well. Radiation. And the skies are so much darker, aren't they? The reason why they're darker is because we've got that other object out there that is causing a problem. Looking over to the northeast as well, they are heavily chemtrailing that area of the skies. The horizons everywhere is unnatural cloud formations. Even when you look at the land as well, the skies, the land, everything is becoming much darker now. As like I said as well, remember the past months, late February, early March, it was different, it was better, it was clearer. But now this cover-up continues, a lot more stronger now, more evidence of what they're doing. Moments later, she takes a photograph to the area that we see or believe to be the sun. To the left side, there is a pink haze. The colour is cutting through to the left. Chemtrails. Different types of chemtrails you see on the screen. Aluminium. Aluminum. I mean, look at this. It's different. They're using other chemicals. I mean, it's like it's green. It's strange. It's poison. All across the coastline as well, and the horizons. You are seeing this pink colour that's beaming through. These photographs are genuine. From genuine people, respected people in our community, because you are all fantastic people that just seek the truth. You are looking at the skies and you are seeing this. We're having comments being brought in as well, explaining that this is what they're seeing in their skies across the world. We do turn on the TV media, don't we? And we notice that these weather channels speak out just about a normal day. Nothing but. But then again, we look outside, just like this kind person is doing, sending these photographs in. And this is what we're seeing. A huge cover-up. I mean, as this kind person is sending these images in, it's so unbelievable what we're seeing here. Remembering the skies from the past years, I mean, look at the colours. These chemtrails again, you can see this purple haze just above here. Strange shapes. I mean, the sun does not look like this from the past years. The white reflector, it's the wrong colour. Now, what gives this away, I've said it a million times, what gives it away, okay, is this colour light that you see on the screen here, beaming down, look at the land, it's artificial light. It's like now that we're living in a kindergarten studio. Now, before, the sunlight was very, very natural. We've seen videos, images, and family videos of holidays of the natural golden sun. So again, thank you for these wonderful attachments, because again, it's showing the truth. I mean, even on these photographs as well. I mean, think back. Do you remember the artists like Van Gogh and other famous artists around the world in the past that used to paint pictures of these horizons, these areas across the world, just natural beauty? Now just imagine what they would paint back in the 18th century. They wouldn't want to paint chemtrails and this strange shape of the sun and the dimming of the land. Their oil paintings would look ridiculous. If you look at oil paintings from the past, you will see the beauty of the skies, the natural clouds. It's so evident in oil paintings. I have a few oil paintings that I want to show you as well, that's being produced onto the screen. Now this one is from the 18th century. Can you see any chemplanes? Can you see any strange formations of the cloud systems that we see from the skies that are of today? Yes, I know that chemplanes weren't invented back then in the 18th century. But what we can see now is these strange formations. The government still say that they are not using HAARP. They are not controlling the weather. They are not changing anything. But look on the photograph from back in the day. You can see that's been painted by a true artist that's visualizing the sky back then on that day, showing you the beauty of the normal cloud systems and the natural blue colors. Here is another oil painting dated back from the 1817 by another famous artist that I've produced onto this image that I have. Now look at the area that we see of the sun. No chemtrails, just a beautiful sunset with no strange cloud formations, no dimming of the sky, no darkening, no shadows, and no red haze around the area of what they use to this day. Because about that time you would still be seeing the white reflector. But now what you're seeing on these oil paintings from back in the day is a beautiful yellow sun. This is another masterpiece from back in the day. Now look clearly at the painting that was produced by a masterful artist, a truther that was taking the imagery of the sky to that day, showing you the blue skies and the natural golden yellow sun. Now let me show you, okay, some more images that have come through from fantastic people just wanting the truth to come out. As we just saw those beautiful oil paintings from the past, we've gone now back to Karen's images that were coming in just up to date on this archive of investigations. Look at the photo. Look, remember the oil paintings. Look at our skies today to what they were back in the 18th century. What we're seeing again isn't our sun. And our sky cloud systems have disappeared. This, all that you see on the screen, again, is just a huge cover-up. They do not want you to see this sky change. They do not want you again to see those objects up there. I will continue to speak out about those heavenly bodies because it's a true incoming event. Heading back towards her house, she's turned around to take the photograph again. Everything on the screen again is chemtrails and it's sticking in our atmosphere. It does not move. Other natural cloud systems will move, but what you're seeing on the screen is a cover-up. Again, you can see that it's brightening up now, this reflector. This pink colour, again from radiation, is still pouring through. The dark skies proving again that this reflector is beaming wrong light to the ground. The evidence is in the bag. You can clearly see again. Look on the road, look on the pathway, the car, the reflection. It's a darkness, the shadows again are showing more and more each day. So thank you, Karen, for these attachments that you've sent in to us on this Investigations of Archives. These sky systems that you're seeing as well, just like other people around the world, are not natural. Too many strange shapes in our skies and lines. So indeed, our land, our crops that you see even on the photograph, all this in the sky will land into the crops. The crops then will be taken into factories, produced into foods, and then we are eating this, what is being produced in our skies. Genocide, it's corruption, and it's happening to this day. Indeed, all they're doing again is just using these chemtrails to cover up, which they do not want humanity to see. More images coming in, also from Frank Grant from Suffolk in the UK, showing you as well, as he's outside taking these photographs in his housing area. Above in the skies you're seeing chemtrails. They have really been spraying hard across our skies these past few days. Let me move to this kind member, Frank, in our community of this next photo. This is the next image as well, showing you indeed what they're doing to our skies across the world every single day. Now on the next video we've got images coming in from Brazil, from America, Australia, Africa, the Far East. There is mountains of work to go through, and I'll produce that on a very close video very shortly. But I just want to show you the skies around the world in other different places, like you can see on Frank's image on the screen. Now Frank has caught that pink colour that's cutting through as well. This is all they're doing. Because we've got the binary companion star with our sun again is being affected, and the radiation is pouring through. They are blocking up as much as they can in different parts of the world, smaller areas as well in the UK. When we see our different skylines, because we all do see different skylines across the world. And even like on Frank's image, those planes, those military planes being sprayed, are spraying the area above Suffolk and spraying the areas about other places around the UK. So indeed what you're seeing again is a huge agenda from right across the world. The New World Order is in control now, spraying everywhere. Now if they are indeed spraying everywhere across the world of all the photographs that we are seeing being sent in, there is a big problem. And also, again, like I gotta say, news media are not saying anything about this. There is a big problem. When they're just blanking off this truth and just carrying on with other things about what are happening around the world, it is indeed a worrying thought, because all of us that are awake to the truth, we can see this big change. And they just want us to think that it's normal. Like the TV adverts and other programs now have got chemtrails in them. They've got chemtrails in movies and films. No one is looking up because they are believing the propaganda lie. Now just what you saw on Frank's last image of the white sun reflecting through those chems. This indeed is an oil painting by a famous person that took true photo images as he was seeing the skies and these beautiful olive trees that you see again, healthy. Everything on the screen was healthy back then on these beautiful, genuine paintings. Look again in the sky at the yellow sun. Now we've got to remember now, we've got to understand there has been a big change to our system. We're seeing our natural sun darkening, and we're seeing this white sun in our skies of 2018. So thank you for watching this video. As we further on move to different footage, different images that are coming in from these fantastic, genuine people. As we still investigate the truth, we have to investigate other different information and speak out about what is being said to the public, which is a huge continuous lie of a cover-up. So God bless, and more footage shortly from Matt Rogers.